And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Lee Dixon. And what we have coming up for you is a division rivals match. What a match this promises to be, Lee.
Thank you, Derek. I was just flicking through my notes at this one. Everything pointing to a really lively matchup this is. Fingers crossed, eh?
And this is how the hosts will begin the game today. Kasper Schmeichel begins in goal. Nelson Semedo plays with Luca Digne in the fullback positions. And the main threat in attack should be Raúl Jiménez. And this is the initial 11 for the visitors today. Ederson gets the nod in goal. Andrew Robertson starts with Trent Alexander-Arnold in the fullback positions. And the striker is Richarlison. Not a great pass. Well, it probably goes without saying that quite a few teams were interested in signing Ederson, but he has made his decision. He's put pen to paper, and now his debut. Lee. James Rodriguez! Oh, tremendous block. And now the delivery. I must admit, I thought he was going to score with that header.
Yeah, it was a quality cross, and he gets up well, and it's just wide.
Read it superbly to take back possession. Getting forward. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Richarlison. Alan. Can he put it away? Gives it a go. Didn't fool the keeper. Well, he's given a corner, the referee. And firing it into the area. High-class goalkeeping.
Perfect positioning, really.
And now he must score. And a goal, it was served up on a silver platter for him.
Well, here it is. How do you like him? In an open goal, please. No goalkeeper, no defenders. Where were they all?
The opening goal of the game, then. There wasn't much in that offside decision. Could have been in business. Rodri. The ball with James Rodriguez. Rodri. And will it be the leveller? And a goal! An end-to-end game! And they weren't behind for long! Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece. Alexander-Arnold. Bale. And can they make one of these passes count? Thiago Silva wins it. Really good reading of the game to win possession back. And a creative look about this. The cross is on. And a harmless cross gobbled up. Alan. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Richarlison. Well, he's given us away. James Rodriguez. Slipshod passing. Rudiger. Here is Fred. They've given it away. Jimenez. Now what can they do from here? Fred. Good technique displayed. Oh, a lovely ball. And touched onto the frame of the goal. Over it comes. Cleared away. Sterling. Can they convert? And the challenge, crisp and clean. Jimenez. And continues his run. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Richarlison. Bale. Wijnaldum. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Teammates in the middle. And a goal here! Accuracy with the header. Just what they needed. So there we have it. 2-1. Richarlison in the right place to cut out the pass. Excellent use of the ball as they make their way forward. And the assistant referee has raised his flag. Offside. Rodri. The ball with James Rodriguez. Delightful pass. Well, wasted opportunity here. Would have been a decent chance, but offside the verdict. Robertson. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. Richarlison. Wijnaldum. Richarlison. The first half here comes to an end. Really tense battle so far, and now the second half is underway. Bale. Alexander-Arnold. Fred. Wijnaldum now. Oh, that pass easy on the eye. Not to be this time. Lucadinha.
The hosts are struggling in terms of possession, but to their credit, they've been absolutely blistering on the counter-attack. They just sit back, hit you on the break, and it's really working for this team.
And possession given away. Might be able to set up the chance. Well read to put an end to that attack. Souček. Running with the ball confidently. Jimenez. And a goal! They've increased their lead, and they don't want to be throwing it away from here. So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Alan. Here is Fred. And space to attack. And taking it away. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Pulisic. Good movement. Raúl Jimenez. Surely! And the keeper more than equal to it. It'll be a corner. Substitution time it is here. And now the delivery. Well, another corner. Can they take advantage of this one? And firing it into the area. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Raúl Jimenez. Well, nothing productive, really. Richarlison. And intercepting it. Wijnaldum. And an astute piece of defending. Jimenez. Well, successfully cut out. On a pretty ordinary challenge. Richarlison. Really good diving stop to make sure the threat came to nothing. Corner kick played in. Well, the clearance half-hearted. Danger averted for now. Alan. Trying to chisel a chance out of it. Richarlison. Alan. Wijnaldum. And a goal in his debut, no less. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, he'll have been dreaming about that last night. What a way to endear yourself to those fans. Well, sometimes being at the right place at the right time gets you a goal. On this occasion, it's a simple goal from his point of view.
Well, neutrals are getting their money's worth. 3-2 in this match. "15 minutes remaining. Sterling. And fed forwards. And Sterling has it. Just the challenge that was required. Really closing him down. Excellent vision. Offside by a fraction. Robertson. Made it a bit too easy for his opponent. Wijnaldum! Really important tackle.
Well, if they carry on doing their jobs, they should be fine in this game. The fans are certainly doing their bit.
Raúl Jimenez. That's how to dispossess your opponent. Richarlison. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Well, not to be in terms of the counter-attack. How can they turn one of these attacks into a goal? It's a weighted pass. Getting forward. It's a good cross, has to be. And couldn't stay onside. That's a pity. Davinson Sanchez. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Losing possession. Inside the final 2 minutes of this contest. Adama. And room now out on the flank. Oh, big chance! Very alert defending to cut off the supply. A move of promise on the flank. Well, do they have a goal in their future? They're giving it a go. Spot on with that tackle. And that will be all for this game. Defeat for the visitors. That's the story here, Lee.
Well, nobody likes losing, Derek, but when it's such fine margins, it makes it hard to take.
Excitement in the Parisian air. We're at the Parc des Princes here in the French capital. I'm Derek Ray, joined here in the commentary box as always by Lee Dixon. And what we have coming up for you is a division rivals match. This ought to be a fantastic watch, Lee.
Hi, Derek, thank you. Well, both managers will be reminding their players how important it is to start off the game really quickly. Really attack the opposition, put them on the back foot, see what comes of that. Hopefully we get a good game.
Well, that's a well-timed pass. Alas, he's made his move too early. Offside. Wijnaldum. Adama. Ball's gone. Not the best challenge, free kick. And opting for the lenient approach, the referee, rather than cautioning him. Wijnaldum. Well, you can understand why we're going heavily on Douglas Costa, a wizard with the ball. Oh, he's through here! Has eyes for goal! Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Firing it towards goal. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Well, goalkeeper mistake. Will there be a price to pay? Robertson. And giving it away. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. Jorginho Wijnaldum. And Sterling has it. Richarlison. And now Alan. Can they take the lead? Still could be dangerous. And couldn't keep himself onside. Not typical of Willian to be wasteful as he was then. Wijnaldum. Not problematic for the keeper. Well, nothing comes of the attack when all is said and done. Richarlison. Fred. On the ball, Richarlison. Very comfortable when in possession. Textbook defending inside the box. Anderson Talisca. Douglas Costa gives it away. Real danger. And now he must score. And there is the goal that gives them a well-merited lead. It had been coming.
Well, sometimes being at the right place at the right time gets you a goal. On this occasion, it's a simple goal from his point of view.
The opening goal of the game then. Not a bad pass it was. Alan. Wijnaldum now. Wijnaldum. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, a tremendous block. Well, a corner kick. It is. Let's see if they can put this to good use as they try to add to their advantage. And now the delivery. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Now they've lost it. Richarlison. Wijnaldum now. Richarlison. It was a menacing attack, but tidied up. Not the best challenge, free kick. Promise. And the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. This could be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Well, now, that could be a huge turning point in this game. They carry the momentum. Even Steven, one apiece in this match. Might be a chance here. Foul there. Free kick awarded. Will appear to be on the cusp of being booked, but got away with that one. Showing teamwork and commitment. Promising move this from Lions. Douglas Costa waiting. Under pressure, can he do it? And there it is! 2 goals in a matter of minutes! Incredible stuff! Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Alan. Richarlison. That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. And no problems whatsoever for the goalkeeper. Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? Won by Alexandro.
The hosts are struggling in terms of possession, but they won't mind with that. They're winning this game. They're sucking their opponents onto them.
Will he finish? They've gone and scored again. They're doing everything in their power to make sure they're not pegged back. So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. And that is that for the first half here in the French capital. Well, Douglas Costa. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Wilfried Zaha. Teixeira. And they need to get tighter here. Good work to regain possession. Just the clearance that was needed. Oh, that pass easy on the eye. Vital interception. The danger was very real. There to take it away. Alan. He's got the right idea with that pass. Can they stop it going in? Far from a good pass. Sterling. Well read to put an end to that attack. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Wilfried Zaha. It's with Alan. Couldn't keep it. And the referee felt he had to blow the whistle. Rudiger attracting censure. Booking it is.
Clumsy. That's all that was, clumsy.
Short and along the ground. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Can they convert? And Ederson makes a really difficult save.
Well, he's good with his feet. He's even better with his hands.
Well, punched clear. Adama. And Zaha has it. So a throw in here. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Fabinho. Promes. And now Paulinho. Is this the moment? Well, that was simply miles off target. Dear me.
Oh, close your eyes when you're watching this one. It's horrific.
And intercepted it. Wilfried Zaha. Alan. And return to Zaha. Could pull one back here. Well, he's given a call. Corner, the referee. Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Corner kick played in. An opportunity in the air, but he's made a bit of a mess of that one.
Oh, it's really a shocking effort. I could do better than that, and I can't head the ball.
Wilfried Zaha. And Sterling has it. Oh, great defending. And breaking at pace with menace. Do they have the guile to open up the defence? Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. And Sterling, but he's been a bit casual in possession. Well, wasteful from the Lions. A chance to eat into their lead. Well, how about that for a piece of tackling to break things up? Throw-ins given. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Bale. And Zaha has it. And back with Bale. Well, he went for placement, but it didn't go to plan.
Well, we just see his body position there. He's trying to open himself up, bend it into that corner, but he got it all wrong.
Jorginho Wijnaldum. Zaha. And here's Wijnaldum. And blocked by Koulibaly. Magnificent defending. 10 minutes left for play in this match. Wijnaldum. And now Sterling. Well, that's wonderful attacking play. Now Lions have the ball once more. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. Ndidi. Zaha. He's had to go for it. Wins the ball. Well, let's get more details on the injury situation from our pitchside reporter, Jeff Shreves.
He landed really heavily on his shoulder there. You can see the discomfort he's in. But he's a tough guy. I think he'll carry on.
Cheers, Jeff. Quincy Promes. Sweet-looking move from Lions. Promes. And the corner's been given. Played into the centre of the box. A punch-happy goalkeeper. Into the advanced position. A really sumptuous ball. It could be for Raheem Sterling. Surely. And a goal! They've cut into the lead. It's not settled yet.
Well, I'm sure you want to see this again. Where is everybody? The defenders, nowhere to be seen. It's an open goal.
3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. And that is that. Well, a tale of woe in terms of the scoreline as far as the visitors are concerned here, Lee. Hello everyone, I must say it's always a real privilege to commentate from this venue, Selhurst Park in South London. I'm Derek Ray, joined by Lee Dixon in the commentary position, and what we have coming up for you is a foot rivals match on the menu. I certainly can't wait for this one, Lee.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. Both teams will no doubt be looking for a quick start. So important to get focus from the off. Really looking forward to this. Hopefully it won't disappoint.
Mbappe. And he's got the beating of his opponent. He can't hold on to it. Marcelo. Now Son. Alan. Son. Here's Mbappe. Firing it in. Good defending to prevent the chance. And he did well to cut it out. And Neymar. And he's broken free. And a goal! An early boost for them. The first goal of the game. They're off and running.
For the visitors, number 5.
The opening goal of the game then. Now, what can they do from here? Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Alan. Now Sissoko. High quality defending. Running room in the wide position. He's in with a chance. It's still alive. High-class goalkeeping.
Perfect positioning, really top-class goalkeeping. Brilliant save.
Mane. Oh, great defending.
Well, Derek, we've just seen a remarkable save. I thought it was in, you thought it was in, everybody thought it was in.
Well read to ease the pressure. Richarlison. And the flag does go up, offside. Mane. Well, can they be creative from here? Opportunity it is. Well, what an opportunity, but really good defending, you've got to say. Well, they've lost possession of the ball. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Mane. It's there for him. Well, it's all going so swimmingly for them here. Another goal. And now it's a matter of avoiding any silly mistakes. Well, a second goal for them here.
Number 5, Neymar.
Rudiger. Alexander-Arnold. It's with Alan. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Here's Robertson. Well, they keep passing away. Sissoko. Richarlison. Wijnaldum. Well, they've solved the problem for now, but let's see. That is how to apply the pressure. Well, a good tackle.
Well, you can tell what the fans think of that decision. They're certain it should have been a penalty.
And in the perfect position to read it. Robertson. Crisp tackling. Richarlison. Something to worry about here. Must score. And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, it's really top-class play. Huge amount of work on the training ground in order to drill a team to be this capable of carrying out pressing football like this. Top draw.
Oh, skipping away. Mbappe! And it's gone in! The teams separated by 2 goals now. You cannot say they don't deserve it. Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Richarlison. Adama. This looks promising. Getting in there to intercept. Looks promising, this. And here's Wijnaldum. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Richarlison. It's with Alan. Wijnaldum. Wonderful piece of tackling. Virgil van Dijk.
As you can see, the visitors haven't had too much of the ball. But again, we've seen it before, we'll see it again.
Well, the chance looked to be on, but found himself offside. Jorginho Wijnaldum. On the ball, Richarlison. Richarlison, and he's in. And foiled by Van Dijk. He's in behind. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. Threat over for now, it seems. Son. Oh, he's given it away. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Van Dijk with it. Alan. Mane. Far from a good pass. Mbappe. Great opportunity. But it can't get all the way through. And you don't want to lose possession there. Sissoko. Well read to put an end to that attack. Can he make it count? Oh, what's he gone and done? Wijnaldum unable to keep it. Wijnaldum. Good tackle. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Oh, he's through here. Oh, football finesse at its very best. You can't argue with that finish.
Well, here it is again. It's all about the pace in transition. It was so quick to get out from the back, and then just look at this finish. Just entices the keeper in, and it's a lovely dink to deceive him. Fantastic goal.
Adama. Jorginho Wijnaldum. Richarlison. Wijnaldum. Lost possession. Wijnaldum. Couldn't hang on to it. Sterling. Getting in there to intercept. Well, on you go, says the referee. Advantage. And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, rather than stop play immediately, the referee waited and now decides on a yellow card. Well, they have been getting 3 substitutes warmed up. And by the look of it, all 3 are coming on. Wijnaldum. This is Gareth Bale. Richarlison. Good defending. Well, that's a well-timed pass. And he's found a bit of daylight. Will he? And up for grabs off the keeper. Not a great pass. Bale. There's a slide rule pass. Real chance. Really good reading of the game to win possession back. Richarlison. Spot on with that tackle. Counter-attacking, very much an option. And in with a real chance. Going for the dink. And unfortunate with that chip, Lee, just over the top.
Oh, he's done everything right. He's gone over the keeper, but unfortunately he's gone over the bar as well.
We're now inside the final 20 minutes of the game. Mbappe. And giving it away. Mbappe. Now Neymar. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here's the goal again, and he's just been caught napping, hasn't he? Had his pocket picked, rightly punished. Schoolboy stuff.
Neymar.
It's a massive lead, and it's very hard to imagine them losing it now. Andrew Robertson. James Rodriguez. Wijnaldum now. Well, moving the ball impressively here. James. As a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. So a throw in here. Richarlison. And here's Wijnaldum. Richarlison. Now the attack fizzled out. Wijnaldum. Mbappe with it. Disappointing pass. And providing width. Richarlison. Wijnaldum. An incisive pass. That's all they can conjure for now. Virgil van Dijk. Wijnaldum. Neymar. Useful looking position you've got. In with a chance. His third goal of the match, and you cannot argue with that.
Well, he's tearing this defence apart. They can't cope with him.
Alan. The ball with James Rodriguez. Sterling. It's with Alan. Bale. Alan. And only 2 minutes remaining here. Moving the ball forward with purpose. Well, that's a splendid piece of challenging. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. And that is the end of the game. It goes into the history books as a home defeat. Lee, your thoughts? And welcome everyone on what is a perfect day for football here in South London. The venue is Selhurst Park. My name is Derek Ray. With me in the commentary box is Arsenal legend Lee Dixon. And on the menu for you is a division rivals game. This really should be a belter of a game, Lee.
Thanks, Derek. Yeah, really looking forward to both teams producing entertaining football. Let's see if we get that.
So the initial 11 for the home side. Ederson gets the nod in goal. Davinson Sanchez starts alongside Nathan Ake in central defence. Jorginho Wijnaldum starts alongside Alan in central midfield. And the striker is the very... Oh, in with a chance! It could be up for grabs. Well, nothing untoward happened. Bale. Gabriel Jesus. Good defending. Tremendous intuition to win it back. They all know their roles as they apply the pressure. And the attacking options appear plentiful. And it's Gabriel Jesus. It needs an accurate cross. Giving the ball away. Bale. And this situation could be dangerous. Tremendous block. And couldn't keep himself onside. Fabinho. Here's Keita. Richarlison. He continues his run. Keita. Gabriel Jesus. Keita. And a goal! That will do it. They've been pushing for it, and now they've been rewarded.
Well, here's the replay, Derek, and defenders must defend. They have plenty of time and opportunity to clear this ball, and they've really messed up here.
The opening goal of the game then. Richarlison. Oh, a lovely ball. Richarlison. Well, it's one pass after another. Lo Celso. And the defender takes care of business. Sterling. He's in behind. And with that, they've thwarted the opportunity. Well, they'll be happy to have regained possession. And snuffing out the danger. Showing patience, looking for the equaliser. Fabinho. Here's Lo Celso. Gabriel Jesus. Well, they know they need to stop him. And the goalkeeper has outdone himself with that save. Played into the centre of the box. Well, it's off target. They were watching him like a hawk. Well read to put an end to that attack. They've regained possession. Gabriel Jesus. Fabinho. Lo Celso. And it's Gabriel Jesus. Still could put it away. Sends it back. Richarlison. Surely. Almost what you might call a jaw-dropping save.
Oh, he's got no right to make that save. It's absolutely fantastic.
And a throw-in it's going to be.
Derek, the visitors dominating possession. It's been really impressive. They've created a lot from midfield. Their forwards are having a field day. Coach will be really happy with the creativity, but he'll be even happier if he can extend their lead now. Very happy indeed.
Gabriel Jesus. It's there for him. Teammate available. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better. Opportunity it is. Oh, that was a terrific stop in a 1-versus-1 situation.
Well, high five.
Chance, Lo Celso. Oh, it's in. A 2-goal cushion now. And the lead fully merited.
Well, Derek, as we see it again, it's a big mistake. You try to teach youngsters not to get caught in possession and be aware of what's around you. He has no clue, and he pays the price.
Jorginho Wijnaldum. Well, fine work from Vipers to win it back. Richarlison. And the pass from Gareth Bale intercepted. Breaking at pace. Looks as though they might make real progress on the counter-attack. Not so. Fred. Might be a chance here. It was so near.
Well, that's counter-attacking football at its best. Just needed to finish to cap it off.
Lo Celso. And scope for them to produce something exciting. And still a chance. Well, no damage done. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Not quite happening for Raheem Sterling up to this point, Lee.
Well, Derek, he'll probably blame the supply line, and he might have a case, to be fair, but you've got to make your own chances as well. The space is available, he's just not been in it. He's not achieved today what he normally does.
And back in business, the Vipers dominating the proceedings in the first half here. Lo Celso. Gabriel Jesus now. Richarlison. Maddison. Can he make it count? And up for grabs off the keeper. And a time for composure on the ball. Fred. Sterling has it. There's a slide rule pass. Richarlison, and he's made headway. That is goalkeeping of the highest order and of the bravest order as well.
Well, it's not all about tipping balls over the bar and round the post. It's about being brave and diving at players' feet.
Couldn't hang on to the ball. Sterling. And that pass could be troublesome. Still possibilities. Well, able to survive that attacking push.
The visitors have totally controlled possession. If you have that much of the ball, you can put pressure on the opposition defence.
Can he take advantage? I don't think the goalkeeper will be complaining about poor finishing like that, Lee.
No, it's not about the goalkeeper, it's about that poor effort. That really is awful.
Bale. Not a great pass. Well, that's a really good authoritative tackle. Throw in here. Bale. Beautifully weighted ball. And this would reduce the deficit. Oh, it's gone in. is an own goal. So there we have it, 2-1. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. On a pass that lacks quality. Now doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. Richarlison. Well, a top-notch piece of defensive judgment. And the cross is very much on. Textbook defending inside the box. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Defenders need to cover. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Gabriel Jesus. Good idea, that particular move, but not to be. Gabriel Jesus. Lo Celso. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Gabriel Jesus. A bit sloppy in possession. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Richarlison. Oh, great vision. Oh, that is a majestic goal! Volleyed home with precision and style. Superbly done. So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Wijnaldum. Here is Fred. Jorginho Wijnaldum. And as a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. Lost possession. Richarlison. Alan. And Fred winkling possession away from the opposition. Not a good pass. A creative look about this. Couldn't keep the ball. Crisp tackling. Gabriel Jesus. And it's Gabriel Jesus. Richarlison. Gabriel Jesus. And it's come off the keeper. Well, they survived the attack. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Wijnaldum. And now Sterling. Well, it fizzled out. Gabriel Jesus. And possession given away. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful. Through ball attempted, but completely overhit. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that is how to play advantage. Bale. Well, couldn't bend his run, and the flag went up. James Maddison. If you're wondering about stoppage time, 1 minute to be added on. Going well. Robbed them. And there goes the final whistle. It's gone the wrong way as far as the home fans are concerned, Lee.
Well, there was some terrible football on view at times today. They always seem one step behind, and that is
Hello from a stadium with a reputation for producing one of the liveliest atmospheres in the English game. We're in South London at Selhurst Park. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me here on the commentary box is Lee Dixon. And what we have coming up for you is a foot rivals match on the menu. This ought to be a terrific spectacle, Lee.
Well, thank you, Derek. Glorious atmosphere here. Really looking forward to it. The fans are too. The players look like they're up for it. This could be end-to-end. We could get goals today, Derek.
Richarlison. And a strong tackle. And the line-up for the home side. Ederson gets the nod in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold starts with Andrew Robertson in the wide defensive areas. Jorginho Wijnaldum starts alongside Alan in central midfield. And the striker is Richarlison. And this is the initial 11 for the visitors today. Ederson starts in goal. Tanguy Ndombele plays alongside Wilfred. And must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a lovely through ball to set up the chance. And he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
1-0 then. Bale. Well, it could be on for him here. Able to close down the shot. He has time to play it over. Alan. Alert defending. And taken away. Richarlison. It did look on for them, but not to be. Richarlison. Diogo Jota. Possession and patience, the watchwords. Good tackle taken away. This might have potential. Fred. Wijnaldum now. Promising sequence. A very timely interception. Nicolas Pepe. He's got space. And just like that, they've lost possession. Oh, given away. Raheem Sterling. Jota. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them.
Well, we see it again here, and the pace and accuracy of this passing is a dream. And then through on goal, do you go for placement or do you go for power? Well, he certainly wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. It's a really lovely finish.
Wijnaldum. Couldn't hang on to it. Beautifully disguised ball. That's all they can conjure for now. Fred. Lost possession, Wijnaldum. Richarlison. Can he convert? The shot wasn't really far enough away from the goalkeeper, was it?
No, but he picked up the flight nice and early.
Excellent vision. And Sterling has it. Oh, big chance. And he thwarted the attack with a masterful tackle. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Well, the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. Can they forge ahead from this corner kick? Let's see. Played into the centre of the box. That's very decisive goalkeeping. Alexander-Arnold. Lo Celso. Now Ndidi. Richarlison. Diogo Jota. I just missed that little bit of attacking spark. Goalkeeper's ball. Andrew Robertson. It is to be a throw-in. Lo Celso. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Richarlison was spot on with that challenge. Wijnaldum. Quick thinking to dispossess his opponent. And winning it back. Alan. And a fine tackle. Diogo Jota. Here's Lo Celso. And an astute piece of defending. Well, visionary passing. He can't hold on to it. Oh, that's a goal at the wrong end. Well, it's every defender's nightmare. An own goal here. Well, an own goal that has left them trailing and flailing. Van Aanholt. Here's Lo Celso. And he saw the situation developing. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. And so it is, the first half story has been written. The teams are ready to have a go at each other again as the second half commences. Lo Celso. Now with Pepe. Struggling to keep the ball.
The hosts have had the lion's share of possession. However, after that, the coach will be disappointed with what they produced. They need to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal.
Can he get them level? And the challenge, crisp and clean. Nicolas Pepe. In with a chance. Oh, what an opportunity. It's been squandered.
Well, you dream of 1v1s as players. He's had one and he's squandered it big time.
Bale. He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee?
Well, Derek, he's had a stormer, hasn't he? Scored a goal. He's certainly troubled all the defenders around there as well. I think there's more to come in the second half.
And Sterling has it. Takes aim. Chance maybe. Not a time for composure on the ball. Van Aanholt. Lo Celso. On to Pepe. Here's Lo Celso. Diogo Jota. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. Jorginho Wijnaldum. On the ball, Richarlison. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Lo Celso. And this is Diogo Jota now. A chance maybe from the wide position. Targets available, cross comes in. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Can they hit on the break? Sustained pressure, and now they have the ball. Ndombele. Bale. Wijnaldum. Wijnaldum. And now Alan. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. Bale. Clean challenge. Lo Celso. Richarlison. Ndidi. On the ball, Richarlison. Now Ndidi. And they are on the move again. Not the pass he had in mind. An important interception. So 20 minutes to go. Clear foul play, and as a result, a free kick forthcoming. The referee has deemed that to be a bookable offence.
Absolutely, agree with that one.
Nicolas Pepe. Opportunity it is. And a goal to increase their advantage to 2 overall. That little bit of a cushion. Now it's all about keeping the concentration.
Well, he's gone for pure power, and why not when you've got a rocket in your boot? What a strike.
Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. Wijnaldum. Richarlison on the offensive. Patient enough build-up. Can they carve out a chance? Opportunity missed. Inside the last quarter of an hour. Now they've lost it. Richarlison. Bale. Wijnaldum. Sterling. And it's in! This game very much back on as a contest. Well, neutrals are getting their money's worth. 3-2 in this match.
Number 17, Raheem Sterling.
And room now out on the flank. Might be a chance here. And he clears it out of harm's way.
Well, there's a saying in football, Derek, that you always get one more chance. They need that chance right now. The fans feel it might be coming too.
What a shocking pass, really. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. And slipped through beautifully. And the flag does go up offside. Well, time is against them. They have work to do. How about the cross? Bale. The cutback. What a... Oh, it's a penalty. How about that? And at this late stage too, an opportunity for them to level matters. A clear penalty and a yellow card to boot. And a timely penalty save. Well, this late corner could represent their last chance to equalise. High-class defending right on the goal line.
Well, let's see that again. I don't want to look at it as a former defender. I've scored a few of these in my time, and they were always my fault. Got blamed for all of them. Important the players pick him up from here on in.
Credit to them for winning back possession. And a goal at this stage might well turn out to be decisive. And Sterling has it. Now showing excellent judgment to intercept. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. Ndidi. Might be able to set up the chance. Alas, he's made his move too early. Offside. Well, But a poor ball giving possession back to the opposition. And so the final whistle is sounded. At the end of the game, the team's not to be divided. Lee, from the point of view of the hosts, how did they fare?
Yeah, well, the disappointment is clear to see. Obviously, with 10 minutes to go, they must have been really feeling confident they could see it out. But that's football, Derek. That's what we love about it.
And I think it's accurate to say, Lee, that this man was the light